attracting investors and advancing peace and the development of our states. I want to personally assure the President of the Port Harcourt region of India and your other branches. First, we were on suspension or sabbatical leave when we went for the conference, so we couldn't do anything. Even if I had to do, it was just maybe individual. It would have been difficult for me to identify with you as a group. We also appreciate the Chief Judge of the state for providing functional and effective leadership. Exceptional courage. I know what I mean when I say exceptional courage. And your unwavering determination to ensure that justice is served to all who seek the aid of the court in Rivers State. I also want to commend the leadership of the Nigerian Bar Association, both national and state. Anyone who has suffered any pain, any form of oppression in the cause of standing for justice.
Chief Judge Justice Simeon Amadi raised concerns about prisons congestion, urging the government to reconstitute the Committee of Prerogative of Mercy.
This is our pledge to democracy itself, an unwavering commitment to fairness and equity, which form the foundation of a society governed by the rule of law.
Nigeria Bar Association Port Harcourt Chair Cordelia Eke called for stronger institutional safeguards to protect democracy, while Senior Advocate Chief Onweze Okocha urged judges to uphold integrity and ensure quicker dispensation of justice.
2024-2025 legal year began with the usual sense of optimism and promise, marked by the ceremony, enthusiasm, and high expectations that traditionally accompany this important occasion. As the year progressed, however, certain developments posed significant challenges to governance and the rule of law in Rivers State.
We must all avert our minds to the rather unhappy image cast by the machinery for the administration of justice and the maintenance and enforcement of law and order.
At the dedication service held at Corpus Christi, Auxiliary Bishop of Catholic Diocese of Port Harcourt, Patrick Eluke, reminded legal practitioners of their sacred duty to ensure justice that is honest, compassionate, and free from political influence. Tamun Nobarabi Iblubo, Rstv News.
The Rivers State government has launched a 3-day intensive intervention program in the sealed and clean drainages across the key flood-prone areas in the state. Deputy Governor and Chairman of the 2025 Rivers State Flood Management Committee, Professor Ngozi Odu, disclosed this at Government House in Port Harcourt. Professor Odu said the desilting program is being carried out by the Flood Management Committee in collaboration with the coalition of civil society groups and community-based organizations, adding that the intervention began at Iliozuba Elibolo axis and covers both Port Harcourt and Obiakpo local government areas. According to the Deputy Governor, the operation focuses on clearing canals and gutters to ensure a free flow of water and reduce the risk of flooding in the region. Professor Odu, while expressing her appreciation to all civil society groups and community-based organizations that volunteered their support to the Rivers State Flood Committee Government Management Committee's initiative, disclosed that the intervention would continue for the next 2 days. 8 students have received scholarships after winning a quiz competition organized by the Old Port Harcourt Town Neighborhood Association. The event, which took place at the Agbaniderego Cultural Center in Port Harcourt, saw primary schools within the Port Harcourt Township participate. Emmanuel Emenyono reports.
6 schools participated in the competition: State School 1, Church Hill; State School 2, Church Hill; Township State School 1, First Baptist Nursery and Primary School, Police Children's School 1, and Baptist Day School. All are located within the Port Harcourt Township. Addressing the students, the administrator of OPTNA, Jennifer Ibimina Princey, stated that the association deemed it necessary to organize a quiz competition involving both public and private schools in the area. She emphasized that such initiatives provide a platform for pupils to showcase their academic talent and compete at global standard. According to her, the association remains committed to promoting education, securing the educational rights of children, and building brighter future for the next generation.
My advice would be to teachers and the parents. They are in school right now. The teachers should teach them the curriculum and even outside the curriculum so that they will be able to stand and compete favorably with others. Then also the students, let me say, to pay attention, because most times they say the people from downtown, they don't go to school, but we are trying to prove to them that they do go to school. And you saw what happened there. They were out there tasking it out and getting good scores.
Chairman of the occasion, Ambassador Joe Ko, expressed his delight at the initiative by OPTNA, describing it as a commendable step towards making education more engaging and impactful for future leaders. He noted that societal evolution has unfortunately led to the neglect of public schools, which are now often seen as institutions for the underprivileged. However, he remarked that this competition serves as a reminder that students from public schools are just as capable and can excel in any field. Ambassador Ko thanked the organizers and urged the students to remain focused on their studies, warning them not to be distracted from their educational pursuit.
The organizers are doing a very wonderful work. It's very, very encouraging that people will sit down and think of things like this. If every other person's taking up little bits of things like this, definitely is going to create an impact and make positive changes in society in general.
The 2025 edition marks the 4th annual OPTNA quiz competition aimed at enhancing the intellectual capacity of students. Contestants were quizzed on English language, mathematics, and general studies, keeping them engaged and intellectually stimulated. Out of the 6 participating schools, Baptist Day School emerged third, winning with 150,000 naira. Township State School 1 came second with prize of 300,000 naira. First Baptist Nursery and Primary School clinched first position, going home with 500,000 naira cash prize. Additionally, 8 of the best performing students were awarded scholarships. Consolation prizes were also given to all participating schools, and teachers were recognized and appreciated for their efforts. Emmanuel Emenyono, Rstv News.
The Nigerian Guild of Editors, NGE, has postponed its 2025 All Nigeria Editors Conference to November 12 to 13, 2025. This is as the Guild said President Bola Tinubu had given his commitment to declare the conference open on November 12, 2025, as the special guest of honor in Abuja. In a statement jointly signed by the President and General Secretary of the NGE, Eze Anaba and Onoha Uke respectively, the organization said the change of date was due to circumstances beyond its control. According to the media body, the year's ANEC will bring together no fewer than 500 members in Abuja and is designed to provide a platform for editors and media executives to explore ways of promoting national development and cohesion through responsible and responsive journalism. The organization apologized to its members, invited guests, and the public for any inconvenience the change of date may cause. The NGE said the conference venue remained Abuja, assuring that the event would serve as a veritable platform to discuss issues aimed at sustaining national cohesion and development in the country. The Guild stated that the theme of the conference remains democratic governance and national cohesion, the role of editors, with the sub-theme electoral integrity and trust deficit, what Nigerians expect in 2027. The NGE added that there would be an executive session on the second day of the conference where editors will engage government officials, political figures, and business leaders. The federal government States and the local government councils have shared a total sum of 2.103 trillion naira, being September 2025 Federation Account revenue. The revenue was shared at the October 2025 Federation Account Allocation Committee meeting held in Abuja. The 2.103 trillion naira total distributable revenue comprised distributable statutory revenue of 1.239 trillion naira, distributable value-added tax revenue of 812.593 billion naira, electronic money transfer levy revenue of 51.684 billion naira. A communique issued by the Federal Accounts Allocation Committee, FAC, indicated that total gross revenue of 3.05 trillion naira was available in the month of September 2025, while total deduction for cost of collection was 106.149 billion naira, and total transfers, interventions, refunds, and savings was 835.005 billion naira. According to the communique, gross statutory revenue of 2.128 trillion naira was received for the month of September 2025, as this was lower than the sum of 2.838 trillion naira received in the month of August 2025 by 710.134 trillion naira. The communique stated that from the 2.103 trillion naira total distributable revenue, the federal government received a total sum of 711.314 billion naira. State governments received a total sum of 727.170 billion naira, and local government councils received 529.954 billion naira, while the sum of 134.956 billion naira, which is 13% of mineral revenue, was shared to the benefiting states as derivation revenue. In September 2025, import duty, value-added tax, and electronic money transfer levy increased significantly, while companies' income tax, CIT, and CET levies decreased considerably. Petroleum profit tax, PPT, increased marginally, while oil and gas royalty and excise duty recorded marginal decreases. The federal government has commenced a comprehensive personal audit and skill gap analysis across ministries, departments, and agencies as part of efforts to strengthen data integrity, improve workforce planning, and drive a merit-based civil service. The exercise, known as Personal Audit and Skills Gap Analysis PASGA project, was officially launched in Abuja by the head of Civil Service of the Federation, Didi Esther Wolsen-Jack. She said the project would correct years of fragmented and outdated personnel data that had hampered effective development and planning in the service. According to her, PASGA is a key element of the Federal Civil Service Strategy and Implementation Plan 2021 through 2025, designed to reposition the civil service as an efficient, accountable, and digitally driven institution in line with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. She explained that the initiative would deliver accurate personnel records, identify skills gaps, and ensure targeted training and redeployment in line with government priorities. The head of service urged all permanent secretaries, directors, union leaders, and staff across MDS to give their full cooperation, stressing that PASGA is not just an audit, but a reform tool that will determine how placements, promotions, and performance are managed. Do you love and care about Rivers State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is the task we must accomplish. Still to come after the break. Macron, EU chief von der Leyen meets in Paris. 60 South Koreans repatriated from Cambodia over alleged scams. And in sports, record holder Oluwafemi Ayo eyes World Para Powerlifting title. These and more after the break. Stay tuned.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv, Channel 22 Port Harcourt. This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv, Channel 22 Port Harcourt. This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
You're welcome back. Now to the rest of our news stories. The Minister of Defense, Mohammed Badaru, has inspected the ongoing production of Nigerian Air Force aircraft and helicopters at the Leonardo SPS defense manufacturing facilities in northern Italy. Badaru, who was part of President Bola Tinubu's delegation to the Akaba process meeting, visited the Leonardo's helicopters division in Vigate and aircraft division in Venegono, where key platforms for the NAF are being assembled. In a statement by the personnel assistant to the Minister of Media and Publicity, Mati Ali, on Saturday in Abuja said the Minister of Helicopter Division reviewed progress on 10 AW-109 tracker attack helicopters being built for Nigeria. According to him, 3 have been completed and are ready for delivery. Another 3 will be ready before the end of 2025, while the remaining 4 are expected in early 2026. He said the minister also inspected the production of M346 fighter attack jets, 6 of which are at advanced stages, and the 3 are already undergoing flight tests, while the next 3 are due for testing soon. Badaru expressed satisfaction with the quality of work and praised Leonardo's engineers for their professionalism. Chairman, Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC, Ola Olukoyede, has emphasized the need for a stronger partnership between the Commission, media and civil society organizations, CSOs, to effectively combat corruption in Nigeria. Speaking at a one-day capacity-building workshop for journalists and CSOs in Ibadan, Oyo State, Olukoyede described the media and CSOs as critical stakeholders in the anti-corruption drive, noting that their roles in promoting transparency, accountability, and civic responsibility are indispensable to national development. He was represented at the workshop by the Acting Zonal Director, Ibadan Directorate Assistant Commander of EFCC, ACE1, Hawa Garba Ringim. The EFCC chairman also highlighted the importance of collaboration between the Commission, media, and CSOs in promoting a culture of integrity and accountability. Harping on the need to strengthen the fight against corruption, the EFCC boss maintained that the workshop aimed to deepen engagement between the EFCC, media, and CSOs, and to foster greater synergy in the fight against corruption. Olukoyede emphasized that the EFCC is committed to building stronger partnerships with all stakeholders to foster Nigeria where integrity, accountability, and justice become the norm rather than exception. And on the foreign scene, on international news, the French President Emmanuel Macron has met with European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen in Paris ahead of an European summit in Brazil next week. Macron greeted von der Leyen on the steps of the Élysée Palace before waving for photographers and entering together for talks. The meeting comes as France's latest political crisis is for now, when Prime Minister Sébastien Lecornu survived 2 consecutive no-confidence votes, averting another government collapse and giving President Emmanuel Macron respite before an even tougher fight over the national budget. The immediate danger may have receded, but the core problems still very much center stage. The Eurozone's second largest economy is still run by a minority government in a splintered parliament where no single bloc or party has a majority. Lawmakers in the 577-seat National Assembly rejected a no-confidence motion filed by the half-left France Unbound Party. A group of 59 South Koreans detained in Cambodia for alleged involvement in online scams have been repatriated in handcuffs. The group arrived at Incheon Airport on Saturday, several days after South Korea sent a team to Cambodia to discuss scam center kidnappings on its nationals. They are among 200,000 people estimated by the UN to have been drawn into scamming schemes across Southeast Asia. Some lured by the appeal of well-paying jobs and others forced to participate. Officials made the journey to Cambodia following reports that a South Korean student involved in a scamming scheme had allegedly died before torture. And in sports, Nigerian para-powerlifting Folashade Oluwafemi Ayo has set her sights on winning the 2025 World Para-Powerlifting Championships in Cairo, Egypt, title with Team Nigeria after breaking her own world record of the tournament. Henry Obiefule tells us more.
The 4-time world champion lifted 168 kg in the women's over 86 kg category to surpass her previous mark of 167 kg set at the Paris 2024 Paralympic Games, securing double gold in both total lift and the best lift events. Speaking in an interview shared by the National Sports Commission, the 40-year-old expressed gratitude for the support she has received. Victory marks Oluwafemi Ayo's 4th world title, having previously won gold at Mexico City 2017, North-Southern 2019, Tbilisi 2021, and now Cairo 2025. She is also a 2-time Paralympic champion, with her latest Paralympic gold coming in Paris 2024. Nigerian's Falcons captain Rashidat Ajebede, goalkeeper Chiamaka Nnadozie, and senior women national team are among the nominees for the 2025 CAF Awards following their outstanding performance in the year under review. The Confederation of African Football officially revealed the nominees for the women's categories on Friday, with Nigerian players and teams dominating the shortlist across multiple categories. Ajebade was voted player of the tournament at the 2024 WAFCON, where she was named Woman of the Match in the...
And on entertainment, famous Nigerian musician Gabriel Oche Amani, popularly known as Terry G, has left his fans worried after soliciting prayers from the public. Daniela Ifeanyichukwu gives us this and more entertainment stories.
Terry G made the request in a post on his Instagram story on Friday. In the cryptic post, the musician simply wrote, "Pray for me," without giving details about his prayer points. Report says that Terry G's message raised concerns online, with many wondering what could be wrong with the musician, who has kept a low profile in recent times. While many asked what kind of prayers he needed, others urged that his request be taken seriously. The year exhibitor showcase, Akindele revealed that she had initially planned to work on a sequel to her record-breaking film, A Tribe Called Judah, but kept receiving divine instructions to set it aside. Despite attempting for other scripts and exploring potential collaborations, Akindele says she felt guided to create behind the scenes, which she describes as deeply relatable and reflective of real-life experiences. Behind the scenes promises to explore the struggle.
Do you love and care about Rebel State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must accomplish. With that, we conclude the news at 3. I am Catherine Ago. Many thanks for watching and have a lovely weekend.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
Rstv, bring you the news